Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel Made with Love. My name is Heather, and as I said, today I'm just doing a whole bunch of videos crafting. I'm just trying to get caught up on all my stuff I've been trying to get done. So I just thought today is like my first day off in about 2 weeks, where I've had like just almost every day I've had kids in my day home, which is really good to say I've got, business, even though it's like one kid one day, another kid the next day, another kid the next day, but at least it's every day I seem to be working. So finally got today and tomorrow off, so I'm just going to spend the next 2 days just getting caught up on all my cleaning and crafting that I've been trying to get done. Now I have these two nice big nesting trays. I don't know what size they are. They are huge. So they are like, so you can see like where my arms are. It's just, can't even see it. They're just so big. So I got these two. I'm just going to quickly measure them so you can just kind of get an idea of how big these are. Like the large one, it's like 24 inches. And the small one is about 18 inches. And the large one is like 16, so 24 by 16, and the other one is 18 by 13 approximately. When I measure, I just kind of, just close this whole number. Okay, so it's the small one. It had got all wrecked, like water spilt or liquid spilt in here, and just the material kind of went through. I kind of took this chunk off where it was kind of ripping. So then I was trying to figure out, what do I have? I'm just going to move this bigger one because I don't need it on the table. It's just taking up a little bit too much room. Just put it under the table. So I've got this one to work with. Move my camera so you can kind of see. So I decided to do is, how do I redo this? It's just the inside. And I was looking through it, and I happen to have this old placemat that I've had a long time. And it's pretty close to the same pattern. If I line it up, it's a little shiny. It's a little more shiny, and it's, let's see, if I flip it around, oops, so the bottom is velvet. I can't really show, but okay, so just turn it to the side like this. You can see this is like a brown, and this one here is actually black, but if I go like this, you can see that the pattern actually lines up pretty good. And so because it's just going to be inside, I thought, well, I can just use this old placemat. I had a whole bunch of these, and I've used them for crafting and other things. Again, I've had these placemats like, probably between 10 and 16 years. So if I can get another use out of them, that's handy. I had black ones and red ones. So all I'm going to do is kind of got it started. I was going to do this, and I thought, no, I'm going to record myself doing this. The only thing is I can't fully do it today because I can't get the glue I need. It's in the garage. I can't reach it. So I'll have to get my husband to get the glue, but I thought I can still do this part. Oops. Get my X-Acto knife. So all I'm going to do is just going to cut the inside material, because I've already done the one side, and it just pulls off really easily. It's barely even like glued down or anything. So I'm just going to finish with the X-Acto knife. Just going to get in here with the X-Acto knife. Hard to get into the corners. So I gotta stand up so I can get into these corners. They're a little trickier. Just there and there. And like I said, it just seems to peel right off. Doesn't seem to be really stuck anymore. That was like too easy to peel off. But if I go like this, you can see like it had water damage in here. Something got spilt, and they got left and stacked. Just gonna, so yeah, didn't really, I don't even know how it was attached. Maybe it wasn't attached. Maybe it's glued up the sides. I don't know, like in here it's a little sticky. just feels like sugar water, kind of a stickiness, not like a glue. Yeah, just gonna see if I can get this chunk here off. Yeah, it seems to be glued up on the sides, not on the bottom. Like I said, then again, it had liquid spilt in, so maybe the liquid just kind of maybe just having all that liquid spilt for a while just kind of got rid of the glue. I'm just gonna clean up this, make this a little more straight. Oops. There. Like I said, I can't glue it down today because glue's in the garage. I can't reach it. Just trying to get this a little bit straighter here. There. So actually it looks nice with nothing in there, just having this wood. But I'm just gonna take the placemat, and it happens to fit like a really good size. Oops. Maybe not quite. I thought it would fit a bit better. So just gonna lay it down. And wherever it overhangs, I'm just gonna cut from the back side. So if I center it, it actually goes up the sides right to where the handle would be. Maybe I won't have to cut any of it. Just got to glue it in place. Let's see, it's got these stitches on here. So, you know, I think what I might do is just undo the stitching on this. And that would be actually a perfect fit. So that's all I'm going to do. Just undo the stitching. So like I said, I can't do that today, but I just was in the middle of doing this, and I thought, well, might as well film myself doing it. I've got the good adhesive. It's in the garage. My husband's got it up on the shelf above where I can't get to. I'd have to pull down a ladder to get to the other ladder to get up. You know, it's like up on the top shelf of, I don't know how tall the garage is, but yeah, so that's what it will look like. And if I, where have I put the material that was here, and it has like a really similar pattern. And then bonus is because I was able to cut this piece out really nicely. I'm just gonna set this under there, so I'll finish that later. Because I was able to, you know, salvage this. I get this nice piece of this leather type stuff that I can do another craft with. So I'm just gonna set this aside. But yeah, that was one of my projects that I was going to be, oops, sorry about the hand right across the camera. Okay, that was one of my projects that I was working on, and I decided, well, I might as well film myself doing it and show you how easy it can be to redo stuff. I honestly didn't know it was that easy. The X-Acto knife just crossed there and just pulled right up. Again, I don't know if it's because I don't know how long it has been, you know, it was in the storage room. I don't know when it got wet, damaged. I don't even know what spilled. I don't know if it's water, coffee, tea. Could have been one of my cats. I have a male cat who marks everything. Could have been him doing that. So I said my next thing is, my next one is maybe the painting. So I'll be right back again to see. Thank you for watching my channel. Because this will be a separate video. I'm going to be doing the painting video next. Again, just thanks everybody who's subscribing and watching my channels. I really hope everybody enjoys everything that I make and do, and I will see you in my next video. Okay, I am back working on my the was it the nesting table trays, my little stacking trays. My camera just wants to fall over. Okay, so this was the placemat, but it doesn't quite fit inside, so I'm gonna just removing the stitching. So I couldn't find my stitch ripper, but I got my little tiny scissors, and I'm just gonna kind of cut every couple stitches just to pull out the stitches so I get a bigger piece of material, because when I have this inside here, when I lay it down, it doesn't quite, I don't know if you can see, when I lay it down, like it's right to the bottom down on that side, but up here you get this little gap, and you can see the wood. And when it's actually lined up, you can actually see the little bit of the underneath wood on both sides. So I just want to do that, so I get this extra little, maybe like a 1/4 inch or something. It's not a very big little flap, but it will help cover it, and it will go up the sides to kind of give it a more seamless look. So that's what I am working on. Also, if I take the other piece of material, where did I put it? I can't see because it's under the table. Oh, I put it up here. See, this is the one that I cut off. So when I when I got them laid together, you can see that the one that I cut off is a little bit bigger. Not by much, but again, just by about that overlapping part. So I'm just gonna go and take out all the stitches out of here. When I was in the garage looking for spray paint, I realized I couldn't find the bottle of glue I was looking for, but I did find my all-purpose thing. It says it's for fabric, paper, wood. So I'm going to use that to attach this. So that's what I'm going to work on. I'm just going to keep getting all the stitches out. So I get the extra bit. And I got to clean this better because I haven't really wiped this off yet. So when I get all the stitches out and I've got it clean and I'm ready to glue it in place, I will be right back. Okay, that took me a lot longer to remove all the stitching. It's like about 10 minutes to remove all the stitching because I couldn't find my stitch ripper, so I was just using a pair of scissors. Just trying to get some of these little loose threads off the back. Just making sure that, yeah, I did. I got all the stitching out. I'm going to try to lay it flat. Okay. And here's the tray. There's that material that was in here. Just going to twist this off because now I've got little stuff. As I said, it's a little sticky. Their glue that they had used. Let's see, I'm just trying to find a good big paintbrush. This might be my largest paintbrush I've got at the moment. This one. Just trying to find something that's not so stiff. This one will work. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it's my all-purpose glue on here. Just gonna pour lots in. And while I was doing that, my oven beeped as I'm making several crafts at one time. It's just one of those days where I can get caught up on all these crafts that I've got piled up behind me that I've wanted to do for a while. Just gonna spread this glue across the whole surface here. Keep getting the glue, and especially into the corners. This where it's really important. A little more in the center here. Placemat here. I'm just going to lay it down. Just going to make sure to lift up. Just going to try to get it into that corner. See, it just that didn't quite work. It just wants to. Where the stitches, right where I took the stitches out, it still wants to fold under itself. That's okay. Just gonna work with this a little more. Hard to get into that corner. Press it to this corner here. There, now it's working good. Just going to keep pressing it into the corner. My camera angle's not very good for you to see what I'm doing. Just trying to press this in place. And same with this side here. It's going to lift this up. Wants to slide down and still wants to flip over on itself. So I'm going to put a little more glue on here. Other than the edges, it's sticking pretty good in the center. So I just got to work with these edges to get it flat. And then I'm going to be taking the X-Acto knife anyways. I'm just going to be trimming off the extra bits. Just need this to I'm just going to pause because I'm going to have to lift this up because I just pulled it up too high. So now I've got this. Let's see, I pulled it up too high. So now I've got all this board here you can see. So I'm just going to pause to re-straighten this and I'll be right back. Okay, this was the one I was working on was down here. So I'm just going to flip it over. I'm just trying to figure out how I can angle this. You can see better. I'm not quite sure. So I'm be right here. So I'm just pushing this down into the corner here, all the way across. So I'm just going to pour a little more glue, just right along this edge here, so I get a nice strip of glue. Again, I'm just pushing it and smoothing it, and I'm just pushing it down, and I'm just pressing it into the corner. As I'm pressing it into the corner, it's kind of going up on the edge a little, up on this part of the edge a little. I'm not quite sure how to angle the camera. I don't have anything. I don't have any overhead stuff. Let's do overhead videoing. It's something I'm going to be looking into, trying to get better equipment, more equipment, so I can do actually here, maybe this will work. Let's see, do this there. See, I'm just pressing this right into this corner here, just pressing it down, and as I press it down, it's trying to find the right way to angle, hold the camera. As I'm smoothing this out from like the center out this way, and then I'm pressing it down into like where the two pieces of wood meet, then it's kind of already lifting up the sides while I press it down, and it's going up the side a bit. And one other thing I was doing when I was doing the other one was I just took the scissors and I was just using the scissors to press down into the corner because it's a little easier. Just kind of pressing it down with the scissors. Like that. And then it just takes a few minutes for the glue to kind of dry a bit and stick. So I'm just got to work on this one spot right here where it just, maybe I need some more glue because it's just, I don't think there's any glue right there. I'm just going to keep working. As I push this into the corners, it's sliding down and it's fitting really nice to the bottom. And then I've got to do the two sides, same thing. When I press these down, and then oops, it should be, if I can just figure out how to angle this. So you got the handle here, and this just happened to fit perfectly that when I glue it in, it's just going to line up right with the handle on this side. And sorry, just again, when I get this glued into place, it's going to line up right with this handle, and you're not even going to be able to really tell that it was actually, you know, this was inside was damaged, and I'm just using a just a placemat. And actually, one thing I did notice was if I put this original piece down, you do notice the pattern inside. It's got this smaller pattern that goes to a bit bigger, and then smaller, and then the bigger one. And this has a similar thing. It's got a bigger part and then a little smaller, a bit bigger, smaller, and a bit bigger. So it's going to really, when they're set side by side, or if this one's inside the other one, it's going to look like they really did match, or really look like they were a real set. So I'm just going to keep working on those. Let's see, I'm just going to turn this way. I'm going to work on this upper part, same thing. I'm just going to re-angle the camera like this. That hurt. Oh. Let's see. So I'm going to work on, I'm working on this side up here. I'm just going to work on this side where the handle is. Same thing like I did to the other two sides. I'm just going to keep pressing this in until it stops sliding. Just got to keep holding it down and waiting for the glue to set a little bit more. So I'm just gonna, so this side is all dried now and stuck down. Just came up a little bit there because I just pulled the wrong side. My fingers are sticky with glue, so I'm just gonna work on the two smaller sides and I'll be right back. Okay, I think I've got it done for now, and I'm just gonna let this dry overnight. So I'm just gonna put some books in the corners. Let's see what I have how these will fit. Just to kind of lay down the corners a bit. These aren't quite the right size. I kind of need a bit heavier books. This is what I have in my craft room. It's just these, my baby cakes cookbooks. I've got 4 of them. So just put them in the corners just to kind of help hold down. So it's not going to work. It's not quite right. They're not quite heavy enough, and I can't get them to fit in all 4 corners, but I will just do this for now. So I have fixed my nesting trays. The one that was damaged, I said I don't know what was built inside it, how long it was left like that, but I was able to fix it with stuff I have just around my house. So I'm gonna let these dry, and then in the next couple days when I'm redoing my living room, like my coffee table display, I'll be using these. So again, everybody, thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.